Hi, boys and girls. This week we are talking about farms, and today we're going to look at something called the life cycle of a chick. Are you ready? All right, I have some pictures to show you. So, everything starts with a chicken. That makes sense, doesn't it? And it's a mommy chicken that lays an egg. All right, so here's the chicken, the mommy, and she lays an egg. And do you know how many eggs a mommy chicken can lay in one day? Just one egg. It takes 26 hours or so for an egg to form in the mom's body. So she can only lay one egg a day. And some days she doesn't lay any eggs. And I just want you to know that sometimes she can lay two eggs a day, but that's not the usual thing. It's usually just one egg a day. Okay. All right. And then pretty soon the mom's body heats up inside. And that's a sign for her that she needs to gather some eggs together. So she gathers eggs together and puts them in a nest. And the group of eggs together, like this group, is called a clutch. Who knew? And she can have up to 8 eggs in her clutch. Okay. Now, when she's gathered her eggs together, then the mommy chick sits on those eggs. And she does that to incubate them. Are we learning some big words today or what? That just means she keeps them warm. And during that time, um, it when she's sitting on the eggs, that is called brooding. Brooding. Can you say brooding? So she will sit on this nest on her eggs, and she doesn't do much else. She doesn't peck, she doesn't scratch, she doesn't hunt for food. That's her job, to just sit on those eggs. And during a day's time, she might only get off of those eggs for 15 or 20 minutes. And when she gets off of her eggs to leave for just a little bit, she puts straw on top of those eggs to keep them warm. But she will stay on those eggs a long, long time. And she will sit on those eggs for about 21 days because that's how long it usually takes for an egg to hatch. Wow, that's a long time. She really wants to be a good mom, doesn't she? All right. And then pretty soon the eggs start to hatch. Do you see that little chick in the egg? And you see the cracks in the egg? That little chick is pecking on the egg from the inside because it's ready to come out. And at this time, this little chick is called a hatchling because it's hatching from the egg. And a hatchling is anywhere from a few hours old to maybe 2 days old. During that time, that's when the chick is called a hatchling. And then after that, we have our little chick. I know, isn't that amazing? God really made an amazing life cycle for the chicks, didn't he? All right, so let's take a look at a little poster that Mrs. Becker has. Here is the life cycle of a chick. So it starts with the mommy chicken that's called a hen. She lays an egg. Pretty soon, she gathers eggs together, puts them in a nest, and remember, those eggs are called a clutch. Then she sits on the eggs, which is called brooding. And she does that to incubate the eggs, which means she keeps them warm. Okay. And then pretty soon, after about 21 days, the eggs begin to hatch. And this little chick is called a hatchling because it's just hatching and it's just new. And then after about 2 days, you have what is called a chick. And the chick grows up to be a hen. And there you go. It keeps on going round and round and round, doesn't it? All right. I have a little test for you. I have this same chart, but a couple of things are missing. Can you tell me what is missing? So here we have the mommy chick. She lays an egg. Ooh, something's missing here. What's missing? Does anybody know? Oh, I think I hear some of you talking about there's no nest with eggs in it. Remember, the hen lays the egg. The hen then gathers the eggs and puts them in the nest, and that's called the clutch. All right, so then we have the hen brooding and sitting on the eggs and incubating them, making them warm, keeping them warm. Then we have the hatchling. And what's missing here? Oh, that's right. The hatchling grows into a chick. And then the chick grows up and a mommy chick can lay the eggs and we keep on going round and round and round. Now, do you want to know what goes on inside the egg during the 21 days that it takes to hatch? Well, I have a little book that I'll show you and I'll read to you, and you can figure out what's going on. And the book is called What's Inside. All right. All right, this is day 1 for the egg. And baby chick, when will you hatch? Did you begin with this little white patch? Do you see that right there? All right. So this is the beginning. This is the beginning of the chick. Does it look like a chick? No. This is day 3. You're very tiny but warm as can be. Your heart and your head we begin to see. Do you see the head there? And the heart's over here. All right. Then now we're on day 6. Ooh, has it changed? More days for growing, almost a week. You now have 2 wings, 2 legs, and a beak. Do you see the 2 wings? And down here, 2 legs. And up here, gosh, Mrs. Becker can hardly find it here, but up here is the beak. It's really hard to see. Ooh, this is day 13. Soon you have feathers and claws on your toes. Oh my, how fast a new baby chick grows. So do you see the feathers? And you see the claws? And now you can really see the beak, can't you? This is day 16. Day 16. Bigger and bigger you grow every day. Your food's almost gone. Not long can you stay. All right. So this is how the baby is getting its food. Okay. All right. Now we're on day 19. Day 19. See the number up there? This shell is too small. You're too big to fit. You're just about ready to hatch out of it. Oh, it's getting very crowded now, isn't it? Very, very crowded. Oh my. Now it's day 21. Peck for a while, then take a short sleep. You work very hard and you're out. Peep, peep. Is that what chicks say? Look, it takes a lot of work for a baby chick to get out of that egg. So they peck a while and then they take a nap and then they peck some more and they take a nap and pretty soon they've got a nice opening that they can crawl out of, but it's a lot of work. Now, during the time that the chick is in the egg, we call that an embryo. Here's another picture of it. And you can tell that while the chick is in the egg, it's developing, it's growing, it's changing, isn't it? And remember, this is called an embryo. And that's what the story of a chick inside of an egg is like. Okay? All right, boy, we've learned a lot about the life cycle of a chick today, haven't we? And I want you to know this is part of science. Okay, we've talked a lot about science this year. All right, so boys and girls, once again, we start out with a chick. And what kind of chicken? I should say we start out with a chicken. And what kind of chicken do we start out with? A mom. That's right. And the mom lays an egg, and pretty soon she gathers a lot of eggs together, puts a nest around them called a, and the whole group of eggs is called a clutch. And then what does she do? She sits on them, and that we call that brooding. And she incubates the eggs because her body is warm now, and it keeps the eggs warm. And she sits there for a long, long time, 21 days. Oh my goodness. And then around day 21, the chick begins to hatch, and we call it a hatchling. And then when it comes out of the egg, about 2 days after it comes out of the egg, we call it a chick. And then it grows up to be a chicken, and we start the whole thing all over again. Awesome, boys and girls. Thanks a lot. And remember, God made a wonderful, amazing chicken, didn't he? And he makes a wonderful, amazing world for us too. All right. Bye bye.